Okay, okay. We're live here. Going to be keeping things a little brief as everybody comes on in and we'll get started. By the way, this video is also on my YouTube channel. So you'll be able to find this video shortly after I'm done here. You'll be able to find this video on my YouTube channel or probably about 5 to 10 minutes after I'm done here. So if you can't find the video here on this page, go to my YouTube channel, look up Jay Hunter Lee on my YouTube channel, and you'll find it. So I'm going to say hello to everybody, waiting for those to come on in. Hope everybody's doing great. All right. What we got here? Let's see. Okay. All right, we got one person in. All right. Let's get this thing going. I'm going to be brief, folks. It's Thanksgiving Eve, and I know many of you want to get to cooking and get to your family and all that good stuff, but I do want to talk about something that I believe is very important for our development, for our business and life development, business and personal development. So let's get started, folks. If it's going to be, it's up to me to fulfill my dreams and possibilities with dedication and motivation to inspire thousands from all nations. When times are tough and break you down, just smile with toughness and rebuild from the ground. During tough times, adversity is a lot. Just remember, time flies, but you are the pilot. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for stopping through here. Jay Hunter Lee here. Normally, when I do this particular type of podcast, is normally on our Monday motivational power talk. My schedule is so crazy these days, working out some deals, and particularly, we got like a multi-million-dollar deal that we're working on, man. This is work, a piece of work, and we're very close to making that deal a fruition. So work is work, right? But I want to talk to you guys about why you should live out your purpose. You know, majority of the population today do not live out their purpose, and this is not by design, folks. Let me just say this. I listened to a preacher once, a long time ago. He talked about why people don't need a job. Need some more job, he's talking about working for someone else. Because most people who have a job, you know, either one or two things. One, they're not living out their purpose, mostly. And two, they don't have goals so that they can live out their purpose. And I listened to Jack Canfield once, who said people who don't have goals generally work for those who do. Let me say it again. People without goals generally work for those who do. So what does that mean? See, when you don't have the time, when you don't have the gift, not gonna say the gift, but the energy to put forth your own purpose, someone else is going to include you into their purpose, and it won't be much for you. Jim Rohn once said that profits are better than wages. Why is that? Because you have somebody who's working for a wage, which is a cap on their income, and then you got somebody who's making profits, who has no cap on their income. So, listen to John C. Maxwell once also. He said, gave a quote from, I think it was Mark Twain. And that quote goes like this, folks. We have two of the greatest days of our lives: the day we were born and the day we find out why. Unfortunately, the masses, and I'm saying the masses, I'm bold enough to tell you that the masses live their entire life without finding out that second day why they were born, why they are here, have not found their calling. Their purpose in life is just sitting out there waiting for them to pursue it. You see, we were born as neurological thinkers. Neurological thinkers are those who live life without boundaries. Let me tell you the difference between a neurological thinker and a logical thinker. I went over this like a week ago. A logical thinker, logically, 1 + 1 = 2. That's simple logic, okay? And that's great. A neurological thinker kind of goes beyond a logical thinking. A neurological thinker would say 1 + 1 = whatever I want it to be. So you have to live life without boundaries. You can't stay inside of this box because your purpose is not in a box. Your purpose is omnidirectional. Your purpose is universal. You can't pursue your universal purpose in a box. Can't do it. You got to get them out of the box. As a matter of fact, as you come out of the box, you got to trash the damn box. Get rid of the box. Throw the box in the trash. Do what it is you need to do to get rid of the box, because the box is not helping you pursue your dreams, your goals, aspirations into your purpose. I went over the 3Ds to an extraordinary lifestyle of, some time ago, maybe a month or two ago. And those of you who missed that, let me give you a quick synopsis of what those 3Ds are. Those 3Ds is discovery, determination, and definition. 3Ds to an extraordinary lifestyle. One is discovery. The second one is determination. The third one is definition. What are those 3Ds? What are they for? And let me go through them real fast. The first one I said was definition. Okay, what are you going to do? I'm sorry, not definition, discovery. What are you going to discover? You're going to discover your greatness. Every one of us have something that we are great at, and we have to pursue that greatness. Okay, now what is it that you're great at? You got to find out what it is. Some people might call it your niche. What is your niche? What is it that you're very great at? You're great at something. You're very extremely good at something, and you need to stick to what that is. Now, just because it doesn't involve your, just because it might not involve your job, doesn't mean that it's not your greatness. See, most people, I found that most people's greatness has nothing to do with their 9 to 5. Nothing. They spend more time with their 9 to 5 and spend less time or no time pursuing their purpose. So you got to discover what you're great at, and you have to exploit that greatness. Discover it and exploit that greatness. The second D, I'm not going to go over these too long. I'm going to go fast because my topic is something bigger. The second D was determination. What is the determination? What are you going to determine? You're going to determine your why. What does determination mean? You determine. You are hung struck on pursuing something. You are hung struck on what you believe in, what you stand for. What is your why? You have to determine your why. Listen, folks, a wise man said to me a long time ago, if your why don't make you cry, it's not big enough. It's not a big why. If your why is because you want to have Michael Kors pocketbooks, you want to wear red bottom shoes, you want to drive in a Lamborghini or have a nice big 6,000 square foot mansion, guess what? That's not a why. That's a selfish. That is all about yourself. And I'm going to tell you something. If you obtain those things, you're not going to have them that long, or you're not going to have enough for it to be generated to pass down to generations after you. But your why have to be bigger than you. Your why have to be about somebody that you care about. It has to be about a community that you care about. Because now, I'm not telling you not to enjoy the finer things that money is going to get you. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, in your route to getting that money, your purpose, your why have to be bigger than the money itself. The money will take care of itself. So your why has to be bigger than the money. It has to be bigger than you. It has to be for something in your heart, for humanity. Horace Mann once said, a man should be ashamed to die until he has given something major to humanity. So that's the second D, determination. You're going to determine your why. And what's the third D? The third D is to define your life's purpose. Now you know why you're here. Because you got to discover what you're great at in order for you to do that. And then you determine your why, because your why is going to carry you through the hurdles that you're going to face. in your journey to greatness, to living out your full potential. So the third D was define your life purpose. Now you got to define why you're here. The world is going to know why you are here because you are the best at what you do. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough said once that once you're the best at what you do, the marketplace will seek you out. So you define your life's purpose, folks. Those are the 3 Ds to an extraordinary lifestyle. Now, I share those because the masses are not living out their life. Only 3% of the population is doing it. And the 3% of the population understands the game of wealth. It understands how to do business. They understand how to control, not control, but how to create control in their family, their community, anything that they got their hands in, they have full control of it, and they know how to make everyone else successful in what they control in that system. They create a system. It's leadership, right? So living out your full potential, living out, pursuing your purpose with passion and protecting it. It's like protecting your wealth. You see, a lot of people tell me a lot of things about, oh, you got to speak it into existence. You can't speak jack shit if you're not putting in the work to do it. Okay? You just can't sit on your sofa and say, oh, I want $1 million. I want to be a millionaire. If you ain't going to put in the work to become a millionaire. You see, a lot of people get this thing called the law of attraction. They out here trying to teach law of attraction, and they don't have a full understanding what law of attraction is. They go off of what somebody else says about law of attraction, and they try to use that as content to teach other people about the law of attraction. Don't know jack shit about the law of attraction. Prayer without works is dead. You can't just sit here and just say, I'm going to speak it into existence that my health is going to get better. So you can't speak into existence if you're not going to go out here and start eating properly. You're not going to drink enough alkaline water or whatever you need to do to help your health get better. Okay? You ain't going to say, oh, I'm going to speak it into existence, say I want to be a multimillionaire if you're not out here doing millionaire type of studying and working, reading books, following people who is going to help you get there, putting yourself in the right position, putting yourself in the right circle of people that's going to help you become that millionaire. See, everything that we create as a goal, folks, it takes personal growth for us to get there. Being who you are today will not get you to where you want to be unless you grow into that individual. As Brown said, if you want things in life you never had, you have to become the person you've never been. So you have to grow into becoming a millionaire. There are a lot of people who have become millionaires, but they're not millionaire in the mind. 3 to 5 years later, they lost all of it. Why? Because they were not a millionaire in the mind. So therefore, their money blueprint was not that of a millionaire. Read the book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I got that information out of, written by a gentleman by the name of T. Harv Eker. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. He called it your money blueprint. So you have to become what you want. And Jim Rohn said, in order for you to predict your future, you got to create the future. You got to put in the work to do what you say that you want to accomplish in your life, folks. That's why you should be living out your purpose. You're working a 9 to 5. You hate this job. You're living out someone else's purpose. They're creating mega profits off of your back and labor, while you're only getting wages. If that's not the American dream that they talked about. And if it is, that's a damn lie. Okay? So living out your purpose, folks. You got to live out your purpose. I want you to think of an airplane that's been built, a perfectly built aircraft, an airplane. But that plane never flew. That plane just sat in a hangar. That's all it did. It sat in the hangars for months and years and years. And I'm going to say years and years because some people get a job and say, oh, I'm just going to get here to get my money going until I get something bigger, and then I can do this and I can do that. But they end up in that same job, that same position, year after year after year. I mean, unconsciously, and before you know it, they've been there 10 years. So I'm gonna use years as an example, and I think I can do that. It makes sense. Listen, a plane perfectly built is sitting in the hangar for years. Oh, we're just gonna set it over here. We're not gonna fly it yet. We're gonna set it over here. We might test it, but we're gonna set it over here. We're not ready to pull it out yet. It's perfectly built. Did you know that eventually that plane is gonna have problems and it won't fly? Why is that? Because the plane is not being used for the purpose of which it was built. So therefore, the plane is going to have all types of mechanical problems. And I wouldn't even suggest that you try to get in this plane because you're going to kill yourself. The plane was not serving out this purpose, so it won't fly. Now, you and I are the same way. But for us, fortunately, for us, it's never too late. We can always, I don't care if you've been on a job 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, you can still live out your purpose. It's never too late to discover yourself. It's never too late to discover your greatness. It's never too late to determine your why, and it's never too late to define your life's purpose. See? It's never too late. But for that airplane, it's too late. But for you and I, it's never too late. Because we're thinkers. You just have to become a free thinker. See, the opposite of success is not failure. See, a lot of people think failure is the opposite of success. No, no, no. The opposite of success is not failure. The opposite of success is conformity. People who are conformed to what the masses, what society has told them they're supposed to do or how they're supposed to live. You're supposed to be married at a certain age, or you got to go to college, get good grades so you can get a good job. Dude, I'm going to tell you something. If that's the dream you think the American dream is, you are wrong. The American dream is for you to become a free thinker, make a dent into the universe, live out your full potential, service to people with your purpose, folks. The money will take care of itself. The money will take care of itself. Understand what your worth is. In order for you to increase your net worth, you have to first increase your self-worth. You see, when you increase your self-worth, you will never have to ask how much a job pays. The job will always ask how much to pay you. You make your demands because you're that good. The marketplace notice that you are that good. Why? Because you are living out your purpose. Do you think Michael Jordan told the Chicago Bulls how much he wanted to get paid? They asked Mike, man, how much do you want? Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, owner of the Cowboys, when Deion Sanders was playing with the Cowboys, Jerry Jones asked Deion, how much do you want? You're the best at what you do. I have clients who ask me to do some stuff for them. You know what they ask? How much do you want? I didn't ask them how much y'all gonna pay me. I didn't even have to bring up the conversation. They automatically ask, how much do you want? Because I am great at what I do. I am living out my purpose. It's a difference, folks. I hope this is making sense to those of you who are watching right now. Good to see Rodney Saunders, Sheldon Singh, Danielle Jonkins. Thank you guys for coming through. So, in hindsight, your purpose is on you to discover and define what that is and live it out. Live out your full purpose. Use your imagination and you live out that imagination. You will live out your full potential. And your full potential will show the world what your purpose is. Most people living a whole life working and building other people's purpose. MIT did a study. I want you to hear this. MIT did a study years ago, and that study on heart attacks, and they discovered that most people who suffer heart attacks suffers that heart attack on a Monday morning between 5 and 10 a.m. Why? The study found that most people hate their job. 87% of the working class hates their job. That is not living out your purpose. Because when you're living out your purpose, you will not hate what you do. You will love what you do. Dr. Dennis Kimbro said, when you love what you do, your work is your play. And if your work is your play, you will never have to work again a day in your life. Come on, man. Come on, folks. Y'all not hearing me, man. Y'all asleep. Y'all like, y'all ain't getting it. Heart attack. Because they have to go to work that Monday. They only had 2 days for the weekend and they got to work the next day. Hate going to the job. And it's not the job that they hate, it's the people they work with that they hate. Okay? Discover your purpose. Discover your greatness. Determine your why. Define your life purpose, folks. So you want to live out your life purpose. Live out your life purpose. It's less stressful. It's less stressful. I'm working on right now, and this is what I love to do. I love to negotiate deals. I love speaking. I love my book. I'm about to start working on another book. As soon as I can get these deals done, I can start working on my next book. And as I say that, we're talking about a deal that's probably worth $30 million. Trying to work this deal. We're close. We're about this close. Actually, we're waiting on the proposals to come into us right now so we can look over it. And if we make it and we say we got a deal, we close. I'm about to fly into like Port Arthur, Texas, or Houston or something to close this deal. So in hindsight, folks, live out your purpose. Find out what it is that you're great at and put the pedal to the metal. Don't put your foot on the brakes because you need momentum, because you're going to face challenges along the way. And challenges should not be holding you back when you got your foot to the metal. With that being said, folks, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. We was on here for a good 23 minutes. So we did good. All right. So with that being said, I want you to like and share the video. And I'm asking you for a bigger favor now, and that is to sing like no one can hear you, dance like no one can see you, love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Hunter Lee. I love you, and the world needs you. It ain't nothing you can do about it. So stop that damn texting and driving. Peace and blessings, folks. Have a great day.